All right, so I like to start off by asking the crowd a question. Do I look like I own lizards? Fuck! The reason I ask is because someone who I thought was a friend recently came up to me and they asked me, "How are your lizards doing?" And I don't have any lizards. So I've been trying to reevaluate my whole vibe because I don't want to be a lizard guy. I asked that at a show once and someone quickly said, "Yes, and bats." Do you guys know you could own bats? Losers. Alright, that was my reptile material. Thanks for sticking in there. Thank you. So I was hanging out in Old City the other day. My friend, he was like complaining. He was like, all these stores in Old City, they mark everything up like 30-40%. I was like, you gotta understand, when you come to Old City, you're paying for the historic charm, the provenance, like this vape shop. This is actually where Ben Franklin bought his vape. A lot of people don't know he was a big frozen raspberry guy. But I'm not originally from Philly. I grew up in a very conservative state, and even the sex ed we got there was conservative too. Like all throughout our textbooks and health class, we had pictures of the different diseases you can get from having sex. But never once did they mention gay sex anywhere in the book. So when I started fucking guys, I thought I found a loophole. Turns out you can get all the same diseases. That joke is my way of letting you know I fuck men. Please hold your applause. I'm a hero. But I think it surprised a lot of people I meet when they find out I'm gay. I had someone come up to me and they said, I never would have guessed it unless you mentioned it. And I was like, well, first of all, I didn't fuck all those guys to be called straight. So now I've been thinking, like, how can I express my identity a little more? And it's definitely too late to start talking gayer. That would just deeply concern my grandma. I don't think I want to dress any gayer. I really like the lizard thing I got going on. So I think the best I can do is just jaunt faggily around town. Catch me getting off the bus doing a little twirl. But I like living here in Philly now. I'd say if I have one major complaint, it's definitely the parking situation. A lot of people, they do this thing called savesies, which if you don't know, this is when you take like a traffic cone, folding chair, sometimes a small child, and you put it where you were parked to save the spot. And I think anyone who does this is just an asshole. It's purely antisocial behavior, and honestly, if you do this, you should be put to death. That being said, I have a cone in my spot right now, and several more strategically placed throughout the city. I don't even have a car. I'll be damned if someone takes my spot. I'm going to leave you on this. So a lot of parents, they like to tell their kids little lies, like, if you don't clean up your room, Santa's not going to bring you any presents. My dad, he was a little bit different. He would say stuff like, if you don't clean up your room, I'm going to send you back to foster care. All right, we got some other broken families in here. But here's a fun fact about my foster care experience. Have those words ever been put together? My foster dad, he was actually a black preacher. That's where I get my stage presence and delivery from. All right, thank you guys. I've been Adam Flake. Have a good night.